Okay, well thanks for stopping by to check out the video that we've posted here. I've got a client right now who's looking for some concepts for a robot that they'd like to use as basically their mascot for their business. And I just thought I'd post a quick example here of kind of how I'm doing the process. The first step is usually to sit down on a drawing board with a pencil or a marker or whatever and just come up with some rough sketches of what we want the character or whatever we're working on to look like. Then I'll scan those in to, in this case, Photoshop. Also work in Illustrator, but in this case we scan it into Photoshop and then we just lighten the layer, and then we do some new black line work over the top of the sketch. Now what you're seeing here is just a rough example of how I handle the line work. Obviously in a situation where I'm doing final art, I'd go back and clean it up a little bit once I've got the basic lines laid in. But for concepts here, we're just, we're going to put a sheet together for the client of about 20 different robots that they can look at. The first stage here is just showing you a quick look at the line work, and then we're going to go into the color of the character, and again it's going to be basic color, just kind of dropping in colors to see if the client likes it or if they'd maybe like some other ideas. So now we move on to the color work. So at this point we've removed the background layer, which is the scanned in pencil lines. We've got our rough ink in here, and then I've just got some basic color ideas of what I'm working with. With this one I was kinda inspired by the old movie The Black Hole. One of the robots in that movie was this real dark crimson red, and he was kind of the villain of the movie. I don't necessarily want to portray a villain with this design, but I thought the color scheme that they used for that character might be a good option for our client. So for this one we just went ahead and colored it in that way. And keep in mind, again, these are just rough concepts on color. Don't want to put too much work into a final product, because the client could come back to us and say that's not what they're looking for at all, and we'd have to start all over again. So we try to get as many concepts done as we can. In this case I think we did 20 in about an hour and a half, just so the client can see some ideas and we can start to bounce ideas back and forth until we come up with a final plan for what they're looking for. I thought the cool idea with this one was the brain floating in the fishbowl head atop the robot, like it's using a human brain. That was actually an idea that came from the client, so I thought that was pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed watching this short video. Keep an eye on YouTube and on my blog for more videos to come. Thanks a lot.